starts on the bottom on Zainam and Aleph. The Mishnah says that Menuda Niloch. So Reb Kiva says is Chochech Lahachmir. Right? Chochech Lahachmir. Zainam and Aleph, and towards the bottom. Menuda Niloch. Omer Abai Moed Reb Kiva Lini Malkush Eino Loke. Even though he says Chochech Lahachmir, person says Menuda Niloch. Nevertheless, Malkush you're not going to get. Dimkei Nis Reb Kiva Machmir. What's the Chochech? We say Reb Kiva Machmir. It's a lotion of what? It's an expression of neder, right? So why does he say Chochen Lachmir? Mean it's l'chumra, but it's what? No Malkus. Omer Apopo Menadina Minoch Kuli Alma Lo Pligi Doser. First he uses the term Nadina Minoch. That means I'm removing myself from you. Everybody agrees it's Oser. Bisham Tona Minoch, which is an expression of what? Of Cherim. Kuli Alma Shori. Bisham Tona, what does it mean? We'll see Rashi. We'll see in a minute. B'mayka miflgi, b'menude aniloch, right? He uses loshon. Menude could be like, could sound like cherem, right? If he says nadino loch, that means removing. Nobody argues. If he says shamto, shamto special cherem, it's nothing. What about he says menude aniloch? The Reb Kiva Sava lishna diniduyahu. It's an expression of removal. Nidu means it's like nadino loch. Who? It's a lotion of what? Of shamtov. It's cherem, and because it's cherem, it means nothing. Let's see it run. Modrev kibilin malchus. Excuse me. Nuda nit loch. Review chochich lahachmir. We're doing the run. Chochich kodem shu mesupik bedover mischachik batzim neisheni yochel varo. It's like a person's like can't figure something out. He starts like scratching himself. That's chochich. Right? Like you're bewildered. Inami loshen chech, koloma shoyimatim lechikod lahachmir. Sometimes a person is in a quandary. You put your tongue to your palate, right? Okay. Modani Moda Rabbi Kiva l'nimalkshen loka domisfeko hu shoyimachmir lo yemedava boror umiushaminon. And he says this is very important. Miushaminon the yodos nami lemalkus is rabu. Lo my motive Reb Kiva the Pshita. Firstly, see clearly when a person says Mishamtona Aniloch, this is where this is regarding Yodos. What did he say? He didn't say the word Cherem. He didn't say Kodem. But it's Yad. No, it's Yad. I'm removing from yourself what? Regarding what? Well, we'll see in a moment. The Dino Minoch the now, he used the term Shani Ochaloch. He said Shani Ochel. Kedam Shmuel. Shani Murkani Kulan Achiomar Shani Ochaloch. Then Dina Nam Dikapasau Shalosh Achoka. Now Dina Loch Shani Ochaloch. That I will not eat from you. That the food is off limits. Mishantirim Minoch Kulam Mishori Dafilu Omar Shani Ochaloch. Isur Nami Lek Shen Zeloshen Neder. El Loshen Shamt. It's not a lotion of Neder. It's Cherem. Hainu nami du buvda he gaver dov mishamtina mnichse amridon pliget Rav Chizdo aval gav mnichse havi mochiach kilo oma shani ochaloch. Okay, but my pligi what's the ribkach lokis b'menuda ani loch klomer v'omer nami shani ochel do lishna menuda mashma hochi umashma hochi kivasav lishna duguyu klomer shafshu loshen richuk that when rishanim imchanim ktani yeah v'hidva nedosas avarachal. Hilko Rabbona Tzav Lishon Mishamtehu Shloshon Yodom Lomro Al Nidui Levad Albak Sovar. Okay, it's further.
They're just arguing whether it's a term about or not. Rabbi Kiva says it is a term.
He's Mesupik. Reb Kiva is Mesupik. When he says Menudani Loch, he says Chochech.
People only use that term when they talk about excommunication. That's it. It's an exclusive term.
Right. What I would say over here before the Ran says. We see from here, even though it's Yodos, he said, Menuda ani loch shani ochaloch. Wait, but he'd say the word konam. Right. So what if that's Yad? So the Ran says, we see from here that Yodos, you get Malchus for Yodos. Right? So the Ran said, Umiu shamina the Yodos nami lemalchus is Rabu. Because he says, if not, what's the Chiddush? You don't get Malchus Poshet. We're talking Yodos. Right? The Gemara says, according to Rabbi Akiva, Abayi says that Rabbi Akiva's moded, you don't get malchus. That's Abayi. You never get malchus for yad.
Right.
So what is the answer? That what? That you do get malchus normally. It's only because he's mesupik. That's why you don't get malchus.
Okay.
So over here, if you take a look, there's Rabbi Akiva Eger. There's a little circle in the Ran. You see the little circle?
Yeah.
Before the Ran, before the Abdal asked the question, it says that how do we know Yodos? You learn it from a what? From a Hekish. Right? From a Hekish. So he asked the question, what do we have to learn from a Hekish? Why don't we learn it from a Tzara Shoveh? Right? So the question is, over here, if it's Malchus, it's Onshim and Adin. Normally we say Onshim and Adin is by where? It's by Kal V'chomer. Right? Take a look. Where's the Ran? Kivek, Iron Dalar Amid Beis, Ran, Teshuv Mem Matzinu. Where is the question regarding Bal Ta'acher? Where is it? What do you learn from Hekish? What do you learn from Mem Matzinu, from the Dorim? Right? It says, a father's Meifid Nitri Bito, Bal Meifid Niziris. What do we in the Hekish learn from Mem Matzinu? From the Dorim? Right? So the Gemara made a differentiation. Maybe by Niziris you can be Mayfair because it's Kitzusa. Of course, it has a specific amount. So over there, the Ran, where is it? Yeah. Hoda akshi hocho gabi aforov lo akshi leel gabi yodos. You should be yodos lemalkos. You hear what he says over here? Very important, Ran. He says, why does the Gemara ask over here regarding afora and not regarding regarding yodos? Yodos, the Gemara didn't ask the question. One I learned from Mematzino. Shun yodos lemalkos not ma'isli vein onshin min adin. So it's very good. You got it? The Ran says, the Gemara over here asks the question in Dalam base, what do I have to learn that a father can be Mayfair in the dorm from his daughter? I learned from a Hekish. From the Zerus, what did I learn from Mematzinu? Right? That was some more answers because you can differentiate. That's why I need the Hekish. So the Ran asks, why doesn't Gemara Amid Aleph? Why doesn't ask this question? Why do we have to learn Yodos from a Hekish? One we learn from Mematzino. He says no, because since Yodos gets Malchus, and we have Prince Ein Onshim and Adin, Ein Onshim and Adin, right? Anything that has an onish you don't learn from like a Kal V'chomer or anything that we make the comparison, where we may be mistaken in the comparison, you don't say it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my daughter, Nami. Nami. Go further. It's not pub. No, there's no because. No, Hekish means. Yeah. The next one. Whatever is by one is by the other automatically. There's no such thing as ein Hekish l'mechzer. There's no such thing as a partial language. Full. Yeah, right. Exactly. I mean, the Ran asked the question before, unless the reason why it's clear the Hekish doesn't work. For instance, he asked... No, because he asked before, just wanted to make a Hekish, just as I learned Nozir from the Dorim, that you say Yodos, right? That's what the Gemara says. Wanted I learn Dorim from Nozir that if you drink wine or eat you're in violation of Bal Tochal and Bal Tishte. If you make a method not to eat something, not to drink something, there should be a separate law, Bal Tochal, Bal Tishte. So he said, because the Dorim are all inclusive. Right? Dor means Isra Hano, Isra Achilo. Nazir is only Isra Achilo. So therefore, you can't learn that from the Hekish. That was the Ran's answer. Okay. Further. Let's go further into the Gemara. Okay. Uplig the Rav Chisda. Rav Chisda argues with Abaye. Uplig the Rav Chisda. Dahu Gavra Dom Mishamtana Ben Nichsei Debrei. The Rabbi Yirmiyah Barabba. Okay? What was the story? This person, Mishamtona bin Nichsei Aleph. Min Nichsei. The Brei, the Rabbi Yomi Barabba. This person said the possessions of the son of Rabbi Yomi Barabba are Mishamtona. That's the language he used. He says the reason you have to be concerned because we don't follow Reb Kiva's position. So we see clearly what do you mean we don't follow? We just finished saying by Mishamtona. Everybody agrees that it's permitted. Court Abayi. So you see Rav Chist argues that Reb Kiva not only does he hold Mudrani mean law, not Mudrani. What's the language he uses? Menuda. Not only Menuda, even Mishamtona. Right? Abai says Menuda, he's Machmir. Right? But Mishamtona, he'd agree. But Rav Chizda clearly holds that what? That Reb Kiva is Machmir Mishamtona. Because he says the reason why you don't have to be concerned because we don't follow Reb Kiva. We don't follow Reb Kiva. Okay? Let's see the Ran on Omer Aleph. Mishamtona pligi, Shvilei time Reb Kiva. The Kevon, the Shove Navshi Badei Kimishumas, lesser Hanog, Bo, Shekain Portion Min HaMishumas VaMenuda. Same thing. Okay, Linyan Halocha, Lo Kaiman Lok Rebbe Kiva. We don't rule like Rebbe Akiva. Why? Midabri the less the Choshle, because Rav Chizda says we don't take him into consideration. The old Kaiman, we have a principle. Halok Rebbe Kiva Michavei Rov Lo Michavei Rov. When he's arguing with a colleague, we rule like Rebbe Kiva. But if he's arguing with the Rabbim, then we don't hold like Rebbe Kiva. Hilkoch Nadina Minoch Shani Ochaloch Osev Loke. Right? So now Abai said Nadina Loch. He says nobody argues. Nadina loch mimcha, shani ochaloch osed lo. Nadina minoch v'luchut shari. Nadina minoch v'luchut shari. Nadina mimcha, shani ochaloch osed v'loke. Why is it shari? Nadina minoch v'luchut shari. Why? Because that's yada ino mechiach. That's yada. Remember we rule like Rava and Shmuel that Yodayim Shein Muchich Zlav Yodayim. Menude ani loch shani ochaloch namishori menude. Right, because we don't rule like Reb Kiva. Vein tzorch lo me mishamtona minoch shani ochaloch, because Abayi says there what? Even Reb Kiva agrees. V'chein posku Rambam bilchosov uvelo nizbaru v'zeh b'divrei Rambam zal beperek Aleph beperek Aleph milchos nedarim. Yushalmi Reb Kiva yichochem zel hachmir lesser. It's called Chosot HaMetemar Yechram Kol Rechusha V'Yibodeo. Chen Avon Rabbanan Chomei Hu Nidu Bastavli Dach Yisham Lo Shach Chlab Hadi Gemar Dilon Time Yisham Yu Lo Mash Ken Osa Atzmo Ki Menude Oser Lo Mishum Harchoka Asina Lo Mishum De Nidu Yisham is Mashma. Reb Kiva says because a person can create a chayrim. From our we're saying the lotion of Menude is a lotion of what? A lotion of distance. The Lotemoch Echam Midim Mishamtina Minoch Lukoli Amishori Elevada Kedamorin. Okay, stop. We're saying if a person says menuda, it doesn't mean anything. Right? Right? We don't rule like Rabbi Kiva, okay? But what about Bezdin? What about, he says, what about Bezdin? Right? Avonido hedjot, but if an individual does it, mutter. That was the story, right? Wait. The Ran says, I disagree. Why? The Kaimel Pergel Medalchin, Menuda Shone Vishon Lo, Niskam Niskarimo, Alma in the Chos Vasurin. The Loshen Menuda doesn't make that your properties become osur. The Gemara says, person is Menuda. There's a difference between Shamta and Menuda. What? No, wait. Menuda Shone, you permitted to teach him, and he should teach you. Niskav Niskarnimo, you could take him as a hired hand. Alma in the Chos Vasurin, Elevade Chayrim Shel Bezdin Godel Shiny the Olam Tvei. When a Bezdin says Chayrim is different than Menuda. Aval Chayrim Bezdin Alma lo mitzar, but Chayrim Bezdin Alma, but an ordinary Bezdin says Chayrim lo mitzar nichsayu. Okay. Now let's go further. Omer Avelo. Omrav nideu befonov ematir lo befonov. Person puts somebody says nidui. We're talking about real nidui. In his presence, when you want to be matur, you have to be matur in his presence. Nideu shlo befonav. If you put him in nidui, not in his presence, matir lo bein befonav bein shlo befonav. Then you can take him out whether it's in his presence or not. Now, over here the Ran explains what's the reason why if you put him in nidui in his presence, you could take him out only in his presence. So he says it's drabanan. It's because of marasayin. Let's see. He says nideu befonav bein matir lo befonav. They came befonav nideu. Olam niduya. V'lo mi'aker elo befonav. Dumya. The my damid perko sholeach. He's going to argue with this. Some want to say something that's done in your presence, it's a stronger type of nidui. Therefore, the way it's done, that's the way it has to be undone. Like the Gemara says in Hasholeach, anything that's established with 10, you need 10 to undo it. So the Rad says lo nihiro. The reason why you have to take him out of the nidui in his presence, the matir lo shlo befonav. What happens if we take him out? It's not in his presence. That means, right? And the one who was in Chayrim, he doesn't realize that he was taken out. So what's going to be? People know he's not in Nidui, but he doesn't know. So how people can interact with him? Like he's not in Nidui. So he's going to say, what's going on with me? I'm in Nidui. How are you people not treating me? So because it's a question of chshad, therefore, if you do it, he's aware, so he understands what's going on. But if he's not aware, so he'll be choshed those who are going to be treating him as if he's not in Chayrim. What about if the nidu took place not in his presence? So what does he say? As they put him in Chayrim, not in his presence, they took him out. A person said to somebody that he cannot benefit in his presence. As he's explaining here, the reason is because of chshad. A person says, I will not benefit from you, and I said in your presence. And then tomorrow I go and benefit from you. What does the guy think? What's going on over here? So the Yerushalmi says, why? Because that's chshad. Because since I said I will not benefit from you in the chosim in your presence, so what does the man think? The neder is in effect. So therefore, if I undo it, it has to be in your presence. What about if I originally made the neder not in your presence? So good. So as I made, maybe I undid it. Well, he says, if that's the case, when you make the neder in his presence or the nidui, and you inform him that the bezdin took him out of it, then it would be okay. Is the lekachashdo matirin lo shlo befonov koshidur nami api shlo idu mutter b'di'evet. What about if they didn't inform him they did it? It's mutter. Okay, further. Omer Rav Chonon. Omer Rav. Hashemei askoros Hashem mipi chaver otzorch nanadoso. If you hear somebody be motz Hashem shemayim lo atolo, you have an obligation to put that person in nidui. Here. Vim lo nidiyu, and if you did not, hu atzmu yeh b'nidui. The person, so the Ran says, doesn't mean you're automatically in nidui. It means that you deserve to be put. Why? Why does the Ran say that? Howard. He says, a person who hears somebody say Shem Shemaim Levad Tolo, you have to put him in nidui. And if you don't, you should be in nidui. No. A different question. Are you automatically in need? It says the Gemara says he need. He should be. He is. He is benidui. Is he benidui? He's not benidui. So the Ran says he's not. Why? Because if he is benidui automatically, so why the original person? Why do you have to put him in nidui? He's automatically. No, not take him out. No.
The guy who stands there passively can't be worse than the guy who actually.
Exactly. So if you have an obligation to put him in nidui, if you don't put him, he's not ben nidui. So you, by being passive, how could you be ben nidui? So what does mean yeh ben nidui? It means you deserve to be put in nidui. That's the Ran. Shkol mokshe v'skoros Hashem mitzuyo shomanius mitzuyo v'anius kamiso. And anius is like death. Shenema, waiting for an anius is so severe as death. Shenema ki mesu anoshim by doslavir v'tanyo kol mokshe nosachal meinem o miso o oni. So we're equating miso with oni. Now there's a Ran on this. Hashemei Haskar Hashem b'pi chaver tzolch those who perish Tmura mafkinu asoros maske Shem Shemayim v'atol. How do you know you're not permitted to pronounce the name Hashem in vain? The chsiv es Hashem elokecha tiro. That's the Ran. V'im lo nidu avu atzmei nidu lo shei ben nidu me'elov. It doesn't mean automatically ben nidui. Elo roy lisnados kamar. You deserve to be put. Why? Shei maske atzmei tzorch nidui. The one who actually said it in vain, he has to put nidui. Right? So how could the one who listened, heard it, be worse than the one who said it? Look at Amor. What does it mean? He deserves to be put ben nidui.
We're talking about, I guess, more about Zara with using the name of Hashem, the whole debate exactly what is the name of Hashem.
No, we're talking about any of the Shemus Ein Niskorim.
What about the Hariyah?
No. Like what? What's the Yad? We're talking about saying the Shem Hashem, Motzi Shem Shemayim Levatola. That Maske Shem Shemayim Levatola. Shebechol Mokom. Now there's a time of Koyov Lemay Damir. Why are we so severe? Lo Nido Hu Batzmi Binidu Shariachsha of Chomor. Why? Because it's something very Chomor. The Shem Aniyus Mitzui Dechsiv Komok Sher Askir Shmi Ovay Lechav Rachticha. It says wherever my name will be mentioned, I'll come and bless you. Umaskars Hashem LeMitzvah Mevi Brocho Bosher. Mentioning it, Haskora L'Shov, so saying it in vain, Goremes Aniyus, it's the opposite. Inami D'chsiv, Gabishua Sheker, V'kolso, Ves Eitzo Vesavonov. It will consume even the stones and the bricks, the wood and the wood. Turor Medami Haskor Shem Levatol Shua Shek. Okay, Shnemar. How do we know?
Is excommunication included in basically, or is it?
No. Even individual. We'll see. The Ran's going to talk about it. Quotes the Gemara in Moed Katan that Amsa the Rebbe put a person in Cherem because he hit his child, right? An individual could put somebody else in Cherem, not with a bezdin. You can. You say you should be in Cherem. No, you don't. Yeah, we'll see. Shlema ki meso konosh, lo meso mamish, they didn't die, doesn't mean they didn't die. Kiraminul come on Perik Rebbe Lezer. The meheve havu, the chomok shlem nitzim v'nitzovim, wherever you're nitzim v'nitzovim, edim el dosam aviram, v'inu havi machlok shel Korach, they were still alive by Korach. Sevenet laden Ella, b'bnei shehenu, because they lost everything, they became impoverished. Omekime, avagav darmin and hosim da'abro chashum k'mes. Now, this is a good question. 4 people are classified as dead. Who are they? Oni, Suma u'mitzora, u'mishein lo bonim. Right? A poor man, a blind man, a leper, and somebody has no children. Hochavari haniyos kama. Here, it doesn't mean it was definitely impoverishment. Why? They know mishnistamu dochsi machlo shel Korach. What happened before they were swallowed by the ground? They said ho'ene hanoshim heintin minaker. They said, let our eyes be gouged out. But if they blinded, it wouldn't even let them be gouged out. So evidently, you see, they saw. Maybe they were lepers. Doksiv, Bekerev Kol Yisrael, right? It says they were in the midst of Kerev Kol Yisrael. They were lepers in Egypt, but they were healed. It says after the Egel, everybody reverted back to their handicaps. Maybe they didn't have any children. What do you mean? What has children? What did Hashem say you should go back? Because they didn't have the connections to the Malchus. They informed on him. Having children, not having, what does that have to do with being able to inform to the Malchus? Because they lost their wealth, they were a lesser echelon of society. They couldn't get through to the Omiso Oni Al Mashavad Ladodi Vikshu Betosis. Now, Vikshu Betosis Mayu Yushame Askors Hashem Bi Chaver Tzochlin. So what do we say? Only if you hear the Shem Hashem does he deserve ben Chayrim? Who Aminu Yushami Choshenu Ose Kishur Tzochlin Doso. Person doesn't behave properly. This is Yushami's question. Doesn't behave like a proper Jew. You what? You're supposed to put him in Chayrim. In Nidu Perkel Magal Chamidu Amser Rebbe Chazit Will Gavra Davi Mochil Ibno Godel. The Amster Rebbe saw this man hitting his oldest son. So you see, even individual, you see there are other situations. You're supposed to put a person in the Chayrim. The others, you're supposed to put in Chayrim. Needed. What happens if you don't? We don't say you deserve to be put in Nidui. However, here, because Haskars Hashem, is so severe. If you don't, then you deserve. Okay? That's Tos's answer. Further, Omer Ababo, Havakim do Kami do Rav Huna, Shomala Chitzo. He says he was before Rav Huna. He heard this woman, Dafka Haskor Shem Shemayim Levatola. You hear this? He heard of Yimotze Shem Shemayim Levatola. Shamto. Yeah, he put her in Chayrim. Vishora lo altar, Baba, and he immediately took her out in her presence. Shmamino Tla. So we learn three things from this story with Rav Huna. Shmamino Shmei Haskor Shem Mipi Chaver Tzok Landosa. He's supposed to put it in Chayrim, which he did. Shmamno day before of Matir lo before of. He took her out of Chayrim in her presence, right? Shmamno ein bein nidu la fora v'lo klum. That he did it. What is that? There's no difference in nidu and afora. We'll see what that means. Meaning it was done on that day.
Right.
Let's.
Like standing before
Rav Huna overheard her say it. She wasn't standing.
Before, it's almost like a court.
No.
Why does the Gemara need to tell me I was standing before Rav Huna? I mean, the words
No, you happen to be with Rav Huna. You overheard a woman being Motzei Shem Shem Latola. It's not a woman in Bezdin. It's not a Bezdin. Shmamino, let's say.
sitting, they're standing.
Shmamino ein beinidu lafor lo klum hiksha betosus namrina perkel megalchin hochi kama shmuel tut osar v'tut shori. How do you put a person in the chayrim? You blow the shofar. How do you take him out? You blow the shofar. That tut is the sound of the shofar. V'ani milu the mamona, it says over there, that's only for money. If it's for monetary reasons, you put him in the chayrim, then you put him in, you take him out. Avo lapikuruso, but if it's apikurusis, ad chayle shamtin shlosin yomin, you have to be in chayrim for 30 days. So if that's go, how did Rav Huna take her out? That's Tos's question. V'tir to shani hoch shenidu ze eina ella la'ayim oleo shlo yasker od shem shamayim la'ayim oleo shem shamayim levatola lo dam lapikurusa. Here it was the chayrim was not because of what she did. Was only to scare her to understand how serious it is what she did. Just as husbands may fear or fathers may fear immediately, he could also may fear. So it says he was dochem. He said,
that goes against the first principle of the when he hears someone should put them in chayrim. If he just wanted to scare
no. He ruled. He's dochen the Gemara. The Gemara differentiates between mom and apikrusa. That you put a person in, you take him out immediately. So they'll learn. No. Even apikrusa, because of this Gemara over here, that dochen the Gemara, they don't pass like the Gemara Moed Koto. Just the other way. Okay. Further. Tonar Abonon. Omer Rav Gidol Omer Rav. Talmud Chochem in Adl Atzm Meifel Atzmo. Hear this? A Talmud Chochem, he puts himself into Nidui. Person does something, he says himself should be in Nidui, he can take himself out of Nidui. So versus Pshita, it's understood. Maldu say men chovish mat atzm isasuri, and you say a person who's a captive, you're a prisoner, could you let yourself out of prison? So maybe put yourself in, you can. It's like you lock yourself into a room and you throw away the key. How do you get out? You can't. Kamash Malon Ditch, Hechidomi. What's the story? Listen to the story. Ki hod Marzucha Chasido, he was a chosid, Marzucha Chasido, Ki Mechayv Beba Rav Shamto. When he would want to put a Talmud Chochem, Beba Rav means Talmud Chochem Techerim, Meshamet Nafshi Bereshi, first would put himself into Nidui, V'hod Mashmet Beba Rav, then he put the Talmud Chochem into Techerim. V'chayla Beiseg, and when he would leave, Shari Nafshi would be Matir, he would take himself out of Cherim, V'hod Shari Le, then he would take the other person out. Okay? So over here there's a Ran also. Talmud Chochem in Adlatz Meifel Atzm, because of Rash Bazal. Dafke Echad Lo Havi Bar Nidui, Ki Hod Marzuchet Midas Chasidus Balno. He says over here really he wasn't obligated, right? He only did it, we'll see in a moment. It was a Maisa Chasid, what? Marzuchet Chasid, he deserved Nidui? He didn't deserve Nidui. Okay? He says, no. Mishum Yikra de Beba Rav. Having Mashmid Nafshe. It was purely for COVID. I'm treating myself no different than I'm treating you. So it was only, he didn't want the Beba Rav to feel totally offended out of respect. He put himself in.
close to himself.
Yeah. 1 second, I have to make this call. My daughter just texted me. Sorry. Okay.
So it's for cover.
So he says, because he says, wait 1 second. That's what the Rajma answered. But if it would be a regular nidui where he deserves to be excommunicated, he can't take himself. The hikshu olav imkein hechim marshe ashas pshito mikami domi kyod marzucher adrabo havali mamai. The Gemara says if a person tam choch puts himself in chayrim, he could take himself out. Somewhere says it's understood. Somewhere says no, we're talking about the case of marzucher chasida. But if you're telling me that the Gemara shouldn't ask that question, if naturally you cannot, Moshe says not say it's understood. Somewhere says, well, how could you? And then the Gemara should answer because it's Chasidus, right? So he said, therefore they say from the Gemara, that in every case they argue with the Rashba. Any case you put yourself in Cherim, you can take yourself out of Cherim. Das Rambam Zal Perek Vov Mihilchas Talmud Torah. It's mixes before Shekosvu. Yeah, Logasin Pshito. Ksim Mefer Latzmo. Fik Shigoras Ken Divrei Rashba in the Chonim. Let's say a person no. Let's say a person insults a Talmud Chacham. One Talmud insults another one. He puts himself in nidui for that reason. Or a person hits his child, which he shouldn't have. His adult child. That was the story with the slave, with the opposite of the Rebbe. Because what it would be was lifneiver. He puts him. So, according to Rashba, you can't take yourself out. According to the Rambam, no, you could take yourself out. Okay, now, Kaya basis short nafshke they should storchum they base l'srachim man. Yeah, why he took him? Because otherwise, how could be a chosar in somebody else's cheshbon? If Marzucha Chassid stays, his family can go near him. So you see over here that even what person's nidui, his family has to. Dilo motzi kayil beisei, umiarayiv al kos the ishto eno chayivis lino bo nidui. Yeah, this is a chidush. Your family has to conduct itself as if you need it, but your wife not. The time milsum should ishto kagufo, because your wife is like you're one and the same person. Yeah, this. Okay, v'daik lo mi diboy lo pergel megalchim, and he brings a proof. The Gemara has a shayla menuda mao betash shamita. Is a person who's nidui, is he permitted to run daf ches ben aleph? is a person in Nidui is permitted to have relations with his wife. What's the question? His wife's not allowed to go near him. What's the question? It's evidently derived as a you see that the wife is like himself, therefore she could go within his Dalan Amos, within his 4 cubits. So there's no question, but is he permitted to cohabit with his wife? Right? She's not permitted to go near him. She can ask me a shaila. So Rav says, what do you see from there? That the wife and the husband is one and the same person. Elavadi ishko uteres. So the Ran says, no, there's no proof from that Gemara. It's a good proof. Let's say a person is a nidui, he's nidui from another community, not his community. So his community, the people in his community are permitted to go near him. It's only people from the other community not permitted to go near him. So the Gemara says, a good question. But since regarding the other communities in state of nidui, in his community, is he permitted to have relations with his wife? Understand? Because she's from the community which the people in his community are permitted to go near. That's the Gemara Shaila. Okay, further. We're going on to Daf Ches. Omar Rav Gidul, Omar Rav. It's interesting. How do you know you could take an oath to fulfill a mitzvah? Shenemar quotes a pasuk in Tehillim, Nishbati v'kayemo. David says, I swore to fulfill the mitzvah. Lishmor mitzvah mishpedei tzidkecho. Here, see, David says, I swore. Somewhere it's a question, halo mushba v'omed, marsinehu. Let's say a person says, I swear I'm going to put on tefillin. It's a shua shav. You're obligated to put on tefillin. We're already obligated through a shua. We took a shua at Sinai, we're going to keep the mitzvahs. So the second oath you take is what? It's superfluous. So it's a shua, it's an oath in vain. So how could you tell me that a person's permitted to swear to fulfill a mitzvah? It's not to fulfill the mitzvah. A person wants to motivate himself. No, what do you mean? It is binding. It's a shvua. It is a shvua. I'm not swearing just to do the mitzvah. It's an oath. You're taking an oath. No. Netter is not. You're talking to doing mitzvah is never netter. This is to do, not to do. This is to do.
To do.
So netter has no relevance.
Right.
Netter is never to do.
It
is a shvua. We're talking about
we
shvua.
use the language of a netter.
No, sir. Rod says it's lav dafka. Rod says it's lav dafka. Right? You see clearly. Firstly, what do you say? It says, "Minay shenishboim l'kaimis mitzvah." What do you see nether? Where do you see it? It says, "Minay shenishboim." You swear nishboim. Nishboim doesn't say minadrin. It says nishboim.
So why are we studying it here? We're studying it.
No, because. Elo kabashim l'shoy linchim zuin nafshi. V'omer Rav Gidol Merav. V'omer ashkim ve'eshne perek zeh. Person says, "I'm going to rise and I'm going to study a certain perek, certain chapter of Torah." Well, we didn't get there yet. See, you're ahead. A person says, "Perek ze eshna misach." A person takes a shvuah. Hear this? Then I'm going to learn a mesachta. Right? Neder godel noda l'kei Yisrael. This is considered a phenomenal neder. We'll see the Ran. It's taking the greatest oath. Somewhere same v'alo mushba v'omedu vein shvuah chalal shvuah. Right? He doesn't say l'zruzei nafshe. My commission afilu zruzei balmo. That you're permitted to do it to motivate yourself. Somewhere says, "Hainder Rav Gidol kamaisa." So Rav Gidol, he already told us this. Commission the cave the boy potin nafshe b'kriyishma shachse arvis shmochal shualei. That's the difference. He's telling me a chiddush. We'll see the Ran. What's the halacha? The Torah says you have an obligation to study Torah. If you say kriyishma twice a day, did you fulfill your minimal obligation of studying Torah? You did. Saying kriyishma twice a day, in the morning, the evening. It says v'agisavo yom v'lo. You should engage in Torah night and day. So you said kriyishma shel shachris and arvis at night. You're already engaged in Torah night and day at a minimal level. So the Ran says something here interesting. Tefillin is explicit in the Torah. Person says, "I swear I will put on tefillin." That's an oath in vain because it's explicit. What about, even though the obligation is to study more than just kriyishma, but that's not specific in the Torah. That's only drawn from elsewhere. It's not what we call mafurish. It's not explicit. Then it's not nishba v'omed. Nishba v'omed, shvu and vain is only something that's explicit in the Torah. you have to put on tefillin, that's explicit. If you take a shvua, that's a shvua in vain. But study of Torah that you have to study continuously, without day and night, that you're able to, that I'd say, I can interpret that's going seeing Krishma at night time, Krishna in the morning. So the additional, that's not explicit. Because it's not explicit, therefore, if you take a shvua, the shvua is effective. Let's take a look in the Ran. Very important Ran here. Hello, Mushba be'omedu, b'sinayu. Mistabro dehochi pirusha, the mikor kozai, the Rav Gidl osla shmin the shvua chola al dvar mitzvah. The Gemara originally thought a person can take a shvua to obligate you to put on tefillin. I swear I'm going to put on tefillin. How could you swear to put on tefillin? You ready? Right? Umukach lo michsiv nishbati akaymo. Akayemo umshmochi porach. Morias, how's that possible? V'lo mushba v'omedhu. The muchichim perek shvua shtayim bas. Gemara is explicit in shvuas. Da dechsiv lahora lehetiv. When the Torah speaks about taking an oath, it says whether it's positive or negative, not to or to do, that's only something which is not obligatory. I will eat, I won't eat. Right? You're not obligated to eat. Right? Ordinary eating. So therefore, right? Ksiv krov v'lo b'dvar mitzvah. So how could you tell me that you're able to swear to what to do a mitzvah? When the Torah speaks about oath, it speaks of something which is not obligatory. Maybe over there it's only to have a liability of a korban, that if you violate the shvuah, you have the obligation to make a korban. Maybe, but you're bound by the law of lo yachal, not permitted to profane your words. David says, I swore and I fulfilled it. If that's the case, the Gemara shouldn't say, quote the pasuk from David. Seems to me it was a bona fide shvur. The Milsa the lesser belavehain inami belabo de mito korban orahetiv lo mito malchus lolo tzarkro imkei my kamash nishba kaimo kamashon shori le luzuzi na kloma vade lo itzrich haikro lo mashi cholo legabi bal yachel. You hear this? The truth is, I don't need the pasuk telling me you're in violation bal yachel. Hochem imnayin shdaber hogunu. You hear this? He's saying something. Factually, the shvur is not chal. The shvur does not take effect. If a person swears, I will do a mitzvah, it does not take effect. No. Wait. It's not. It doesn't have the liability of korban, right? So why does he express it as shvua? Because he would say, how do you know it's appropriate? How do you know it's appropriate to swear to do a mitzvah? Because the Gemara later shows us that it's inappropriate to take a shvua. It's inappropriate because you may not fulfill it. But when it comes to a mitzvah, it is appropriate. You don't have to be concerned that you're not going to keep your word. He says, even a person who's a tzenua, ksherim, tzadikim, who normally don't take oaths, but in regard to doing a mitzvah, they shenemar, nishbati v'akayim, v'kloma asherei David hoyosakei. David did it. So factually, the shvuah, in terms of liability of korban, it does not take effect. But for lo yachel, if you don't keep it, you can be in violation of lo yachel. So when I asked the question about lo mushba v'omi v'arsinai, then he said, after it's a shvuah, the person says, I will rise early to study a perek, a mesechta. It says the shvuah takes effect.
Right. There's no mitzvah to do that.
Well, no. The shvuah is to do to learn. There's an obligation to learn. Kloma vadi avagad kamen ned god shvuah de koma kamrit. The edge shvuah eshna perek zeh. Hari ned noda came she who mitzar chefza nafshi lesser leolam be'eser. Even though it says ned godel, he says he made a great ned mit shvuah. Elavadi shvuah kamrit kedashim duch the currently shvuah. Wait, this is regarding my daughter. Hello.
make a shvua and it's already chal, this shvua is more expansive than the minimum. Isn't that what you're saying?
No.
The minimum is say Krishna.
Whatever you say, you're obligated to study continuously.
Okay. Minimum is X. Now I make a shvua to do.
No, it's no. The mitzvah is even if you're only yotzu kriyishma if you had no other time, right? But if you have time, then you have the obligation to learn continuously. Okay?
So therefore, the shvua shouldn't.
Right, shouldn't take a pig, exactly. So he says, I mean, who does the coming to Ravasi? Elamai Najis Belkod Yisrael Filochi Kashli Dein Shua Chalal Shua Ned God Mashma but it says Ned Godel Nodar Mashal Chodine Shua Dikumashim Lizruzi Nafshi Shori if it's only to motivate himself to do it. Bishamochi Komet Ned Godel not Kloma Ned Boshubachuzer Lasking Yochi Hainu Rav Gidul Kamaiso Kamashmlon Kaven the boy Potin Nafshi. Now the Mistavra Li Lav Dafka Bochi Mifter. Doesn't mean say you fulfill your obligation of Limud Torah. You say Krishma in the morning and the evening. You haven't fulfilled your obligation of learning, of Torah. Based on your ability, you have to learn continuously. You have to be so well versed in Torah that any time a person asks you, you should not what? You should not stutter. Stammer, betomalo, kriyish meshach zavis lo sagvil, el mikan nirali. So from here he brings proof to what he says in Shavuos. Kanerali rayo lemashksavti perk Shavuos shtayim basro. T'chol midi d'osmi droshe. How do we know you have to study continuously? In the Kriyishma says b'shachol v'kumecha, right? So it seems to be you only have to say Kriyishma in the morning, in the evening. That's it. So from the pasuk itself, it's not explicit. You have to continuously study Torah. It's limited to Shema. You don't have to do more than Shema. Aval pi sheminat Torah cave the lesson mefurish b'kro behejo, but it's not explicit. How do we know you have to study continuously? Because I have a pasuk in Yeshua that says v'agisbo yom v'loilo. You have to be continuously engaged in Torah study. But from the Torah itself, it just says v'shachol kumecha. That's the minimum. So what's explicit in Torah, it's limited to that. So anything you add, that's not explicit, because it's not explicit. Therefore, if you take an oath, it takes, and there's the liability of a korban. Since you're able to address what it says explicitly in the pasuk, behind it comment, that's what he says. That here the shua has it's full all its ramifications. Okay, just do the next round, then we'll get back to the Gemara. No, it's lav dafkat. I don't know. He says it's not specific. You have a better answer than the Ran. If you have a better answer than the Ran, I'm okay with it. 1 second. He says good. Tosa says, because how do we know there's a yat l'shvua? I learned it from Neder. So therefore, that's why it says Neder Godel Nodar. Over here, to tell me yad that he didn't say the lashon net. He Omer Ashkim ve'eshne. He didn't say shvua, right? He didn't say shvua. No, he didn't say Neder. He just said making that statement is Neder Godel. He says, I will rise early to study a parak. I will rise early, I will study a Masechta. He didn't say the word Shvua. So therefore, Yad makes it as if he said Shvua. So he says, so why did he say Neder? He says, because the source of Yad for Shvua is learned from Neder. That's the reason why he says Neder Godel Nodar. Okay, that's one answer. 1 second. He gives another answer. No, that's the main answer. Okay, let's go just a little further in the Gemara. Okay. Amrav Gidul Amrav. Person says to his friend, we'll rise and we'll study a parak. All of the Hashkim Shneimar Yom Elai kumtsei alabiko v'shem adabir osoch veitze alabiko v'hine shom kfor Hashem omeid. Okay, it's binding. V'stavro lidochem akemisho oma nashkim kibul olav shehu ma'orer bedover kshem shu ma'orer me'achshav tart k'mashal chadid kabalos ba'almo var mitzvah mahanyu demai damin hochel lo hiskid lo nedav lo shuo filoch b'dibur ba'al masagi domi demai damin be'kabola b'chud mahanyu l'tztoka pichos l'tztoka chol dvar mitzvah kavashon lo v'nerashvim. You know, it's interesting. From here you see something very interesting. You know, people make, we speak very freely. You know, you say, I'll do something. The person says, you know, I'll do you a favor. You know, it may be a shua. Like we say, I'll rise and I'll study a parak. Did he say shua? That's why you always have to say, beli neder, beli shua. You have to say that. You have to say it's non-binding, because you see from here that if factually you meant what you said, you're bound by your words.
Right, but if it's public, let's say the guy gets
No,
up.
forget about, not even
Let's
private.
say the guy gets up and wants to give a donation, I pledge such and such.
That's poshut. That's
You
poshut.
can't even undo
That's
that
no.
unless
That's
you pay
mamish
people.
neder. That's mamish neder. No, you could do it. You could undo it. You could undo it. You could undo it. That's it. You could be sure.
Isn't it a public thing?
You do it. Okay. Omer Rav Yosef nidu b'chalom. You hear this? A person has a dream, and they put him into chayrim in his dream. You hear this? He dreamt that they put him into chayrim in his dream. Nidu b'chal tzorch yud b'nei yodom lahatir lo. He has to have 10 people to be mated in nidui. V'hu detonu hilsa, but they had to study halacha. Avol mosnu v'lo tonu, but if they learn Mishnayos and they didn't learn Gemara, lo, they're not qualified. V'leka detonu hilsa. Let's say you can't locate 10 people who learned Gemara. Hello? Afilu mosnu v'lo tonu. Even if they have Mishnah, it's good enough. V'leka, what about if you can't find 10 people? Lezel aproshes rochim. You should stay at a crossroads. The Yov Shalma Yud, you should say Shalom. This is the Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem Shalom. Adim Kali Asora, the Gemir Hilso. And what? And they'll all, when they say Aleichem Shalom, that'll nullify what you dreamt. How does that nullify it? What does he say in the footnote?
It says, once too many people breathe peace, and ego is automatically with
Yeah. Because Nidu means you have no peace. Evidently, that's what it means. See, it's only because there's a Nidi v'chalom. There's a Nidu, something he dreamt. So that's enough. People say Shalom to him. Okay? Omle Ravino Ravashi, Yoda man shamteik, maud lishrilei. Let's say a person, he dreamt in his dream, and a certain person put him in chayrim. Right? That he goes to that person. Could that person take him out of the chayrim? Omalei l'shmutei shavi shaliach l'mishali l'shavi shaliach. Well, if you, let's say you dream in your dream, somebody put you in chayrim. Why is he putting you? Hashem made him an agent. Maybe he's not a shliach to take you out. Hashem made you an agent to put you in, but not to take you out. So therefore, he's not qualified to take you out. Omalei ravada. What about in the dream? He saw himself being put into chayrim and being taken out of chayrim. You have the story. Does he have to worry about the chayrim? No. You have to worry about you're still in chayrim. Why? Just as it's not possible to have kernels of wheat without chaff. So maybe when you dreamt that you were taken out, maybe that's dvarim b'telim. Maybe that's nonsense. The real thing that was that you were put in chayrim. You were never taken out of chayrim. Therefore, you have to go before 10 people to make sure to be put out of chayrim to play it safe. We'll stop here.